Hello everybody. In this video tutorial we will be learning how to make an origami frog. It's very similar to the toad we saw in the aquatic ecosystem. However, instead of using a rectangular piece of paper, we will use a square piece of paper. So if you're using a standard printer paper, remember we have to fold over the corner, remove the extra bit, okay? You can wet the crease with your tongue, it will rip a little bit easier. And we have our square. Now, we have one reference line going from corner to corner. We need another reference line going from the other corner to the other corner, so just fold over like this and open. Now, just like with the toad, we have to get what's called the water bomb base, which is a little complicated fold. Basically, we will end up with a triangle like this. However, we'll have it flaps on the top and flaps on the bottom. Now, to do this, what you need to do is you can use your thumbs to hold one of the triangles, and with your fingers push in the sides. It's very important to watch the center mark right there. Okay? Push in the sides like this. As you can see, we will have an extra part sitting up like so. This we need to just push down. Okay? So fold up like this. As you can see, we just push down. And we have our triangle. However, we have two flaps on the top, two flaps on the bottom. This is what we want. You can remember this from the toad, from the cube. We use it in many origami figures. And let's make our frog. Same sort of process. We have to fold up the arms and the body. We do this by taking the top flap, the bottom right corner and the bottom left corner, and we fold it up to the tip of the triangle. Okay, like so. And like so. Okay. We're going to now make the body. These are going to be the little froggy arms and hands. It's going to be a little different than the toad. Remember, the toad just ends like this. The frog is a little more complicated. We're going to fold the right side of this diamond to the center, and the left side to the center. Now when you do this, pay attention to the fold line. We want the fold line to be as parallel as possible to the center reference line. You see how they're parallel? Okay? What we don't want is something like this. Okay? We want it to be as parallel as possible, like so. Now, for the arms, what we're going to do is this little extra flap here that's at the top, we're going to fold it on this diagonal fold, so this edge will actually come and be aligned with the side edge. So it kind of comes down and out like an L. Okay, so you can see we fold on this edge right here. This edge is aligned with the long edge of the triangle. Fold down and out. Okay. So this is our body and the two little froggy arms. Now, to make the back and the legs, it gets a little tricky. What we want to do is we're going to fold the right and the left flaps, we're going to fold them down to create the body and the legs, okay? Now, one easy way to do this is just to take this entire edge and make sure that it is parallel to the center reference line. You can kind of see here, there's a center reference line. If we take this edge and we make it parallel, not touching, but parallel, this is nice and simple. However, the frog looks a little more interesting if we keep this edge at a diagonal. You see, it's not parallel with the center line. It's not vertical. It's a little bit inclined. Okay? You can do it however you want and play around with the idea. Just whatever you do, make sure on the opposite side it's as similar as possible. I need a little bit more here. Good. So we can see the arms and the hands, the body, the back, and the legs. Now, because we want our froggy to jump, we need to make a spring. So to do this, we'll turn it back over. And what's going to help the frog jump is this part of the figure right here. So when we fold up the froggy legs, I want you to imagine a line going from this corner to this corner and all the way through. And we're going to fold the paper back on this mark. Okay? As you can see, the symmetry allows us the edges and the legs of the different parts of the frog, they all line up together. Okay? This line lines up with the arms. This line goes through each corner here of the legs. Nice and symmetrical. Okay? Now to make the spring, we have to do the little zigzag. So about half of this length, right here in the center, okay, we're going to fold all of it back down. Okay? So as you can see, we have our nice springy legs here. This is what makes the little froggy jump. Okay? Wait. Rivet. Rivet. Okay? So one more time really quick. The legs they're small folds, so it gets a little difficult. Okay? The first one, remember, from corner to corner, just imagine a line, fold it all the way up. You can see that all the edges kind of line up. This is a good thing. And just about halfway, go back. Make the spring. And have fun with your frog.